Hate them or love them, the Kianas are the trending couple in town. With a thriving church in town that has 20 other branches and an opulent house situated in Kenya's leafy link suburbs of Runda, these pastors and spiritual leaders, who are renowned for their public display of affection and their lavish lifestyle, have known all sides of better for worse and have their own share of controversies.
I would say it's a very, very challenging place to be when you're such a public figure. And everything you do, no matter how well you mean it, it will always be interpreted in a different way.
We've come a long way, dear. We've come a long way. And though
we got married December 10th, 1994. So December, the 10th of December this year will be our 20th anniversary.
Can you imagine? In a bit.
In
a minute. Yeah.
We met in church, isn't it?
We met in church. Now, I was a singer from the very beginning, and so I would go to this ministry that my husband used to minister. He was a very key person in that ministry, together with Evangelist Teresia Warimo, who is our spiritual mom. So what happened is I would go and sing, and he would see me singing but feel nothing. I don't know what he was feeling or what he was looking at, but he was feeling nothing at that time. So after a while, because I would sing in different places, after a while, I was walking to go do praise and worship at Charter Hall. And as I was walking, he was on a phone booth. Those days it was phone booths. Hey y'all, there wasn't anything like mobile. And so what happened is he came out of the phone booth and he said, "Excuse me, Kathy." I was like, duh, the guy even knows my name, because I had seen him. I mean, this, who would not see this? So I had seen him, and my sister and I were walking one time, and my sister commented and said, "Even this kind are saved," you know. So I had seen, and so when he said, "Hello, Kathy," I thought, all right, the dude knows my name. And I stopped, and he came out of the phone booth and said, "Give me a minute, please, I want to talk to you." So he comes out of the phone booth, and he tells me, "I was talking to my mom, and I'd like to get to know you. Can I take you out for lunch?" And I said, no. And as I said no, I am telling you, I was just looking to the heavens and telling God, you know very well, I mean yes, you know. So you better take care of him and, you know, bring him around a second time. And he came round a second time and he asked me out. And of course, a clever girl doesn't say no twice. I say yes quickly.
Well, that's how we met. I hadn't, to be honest, noticed her. I have to say it was a leading of God. It may not make sense to a lot of people, but I know to me it does, because I had reached a place in my life where I was looking for a wife. I didn't want a girlfriend. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want somebody to date. I wanted a wife. And I've been praying. I've been saying, God, I want a wife now. I have gone through the dating game. I'm tired of it. And I want a wife. So when I saw her, in my heart, I knew that's going to be my wife. When I saw her that day, I've been seeing her, but that day I saw her. You know, I had been seeing her, but that day I really saw, and something in my heart knew for sure this is going to be your wife. Now, that may sound strange to somebody else, but to me, it was as clear as day that Kathy was going to be my wife. So when we went out on the first date, I told her on the first date, I said, Kathy, the reason I've taken you out on a date is because I want to get to know you. And this is what I said. And I said, and to get to know you is not because I want us to be girlfriend and boyfriend. I said, I'm looking for a wife. I went out clean. I said, I'm looking for a wife.
Can you imagine?
And I want to get married. I want to settle down. I was a young man, but I was decided. my mind was made up. Because this is what I've come to realize, that a man decides to get married, then looks for a wife. That's how men operate. Men decide to get married, then look for a wife.
Wow.
If a man tells you, I'm not ready, if a man tells you and you're a girl and says, I'm not ready, you better believe him. He is not ready. Dating you will not change his mind. So if you are looking for, if you're a woman and you want to get married, you're tired of dating, you want to settle down, and this man is telling you, I'm not ready to settle down, you better believe he's not ready to settle down. Men make up their mind very quickly. They're very focused in when it comes to decisions, especially about life. They decide quickly. And if it's just been going on, and maybe you're dating for 2 years, 3 years, and he's not said anything about settling down, you better begin to ask yourself whether you want to be in that relationship or you want to move on.
I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, am I hearing right? Like, really? But the most amazing thing is that our friendship kicked from the very beginning. We really clicked. It's like our chemistry really worked from the get-go. And so when he's telling me, I'm looking for a wife, me, I really, want to settle down and all that. So I'm like, okay, this one right here has some baggage. So I told him, you know what? I have a 3-year-old daughter. And the amazing thing, what he said to me, he said, wow, that was his reaction. I'd actually love to meet her. And I said, not just yet. First deal with the mother, know the mother first. Because I didn't want to, introduce my daughter so soon to somebody that I wasn't yet sure that this is it. So he was very sure. And I needed to get there, all right? And I said to him, I remember the first date, I said to my husband, the thing that I can't stand, I can't stomach, is a man that lies. You remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said, I just can't stand a man that lies. I want us to be, for real. Let's just work on this friendship and let's just see how it goes. And from then on, we became totally, absolutely inseparable. We met every day.
Yeah, we built on friendship.
We built on our friendship. We actually met every day that God gave. And if we didn't meet for a day for any reason whatsoever, oh my goodness, he was in my office very early the next day just to find out how I was. And, we really clicked.
Yeah. And I think that's the key. The key is solid marriages are built on friendship. If you not only, I always say this, you not only love the person you marry, but you must like the person you marry. Because I find there are people who love each other, but they don't like each other. They can't stand each other, but they love each other to pieces. Now that's a paradox, but it's true. There are people, if they're going on holiday, they would rather even go with friends or other people in family. They don't want to go the two of them, because when you lock the two of them in a room for a week, they would kill each other. So I think that my advice is like each other, be friends. Like now we are traveling, we're going to Scotland for a week just for holiday, because we like each other. We love to spend time with each other. We are friends. I needed exposure. And so when I went to Nairobi Lighthouse Church, the thing that I saw was Pastor Dawn taking care of Miss Amy and loving her and talking well of her and appreciating her. I had never seen that. I didn't even know something like that existed, because I had come from a place where my dad was a cruel man. He used to beat the daylights out of our mom and then start the children. So it was such a blessing to see Pastor Dawn and love his wife, because that is exactly when I got married, that's exactly what I started to do. And it's an encouragement to other couples. Sometimes you need to expose yourself to a marriage that is working. Don't just expose yourself and listen to people whose marriages are failing. Because if you keep listening to the negativity, it starts to creep into your heart and to your mind, and you start to do exactly what you're hearing. It's important for you to expose yourself to positive people who are succeeding in their marriage and in their relationship, so that you can learn from them and it will help you succeed, especially where you've never seen that example at home.